Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Brittany and today I'm coming to you in this video with a free journaling resource that I have recently discovered thanks to a new art supplies that I picked up. So, oh, and please forgive any pink or reddening of my hands. I was just cleaning some strawberries for our dessert tonight, but let's get into this. My husband spoiled me a little bit the other day and got me some Primrosia dual tip markers. He got me the 100 count set, the 60 count Flora set, as well as the 24 dual tip marker brush and fine pen pastel set. But when I was opening them up and looking at them, there was this little information card inside that had some information about them, how to get in touch, their website, what have you. And I went and explored and I discovered that they have some really neat coloring pages. So this first one is a coloring book that they have available on their website. And I believe you have to sign up for a newsletter and then they email it to you. But it has the cities of the world. This ink here is just because I had some ink on my desk. It's not actually part of the picture. So if you go and try to download this, that won't show up on your picture. But they have London, Prague, Paris. And I printed off one to show you guys. It is kind of a large coloring page. You could also manipulate the image so that it prints landscape instead of portrait, and then you'd have an even bigger image to color. But I thought that was so neat, especially if you have children. This would be something to keep them busy because these are really small spaces to color, and it would be like a good practice and attention to detail. So I like that, and I might do that one day to relax. But then they also have these very nice swatching color charts, which is helpful. But I already swatched all of mine. In another video, you saw me do that in my swatch book for all of my art supplies. And so I don't really need these. However, when I was looking at them, I noticed that they are in numerical order. So I'll just show you my swatch book where I swatched these the other day. I think it was towards the front. No. There we go. There's the 24 set. And so you can see I did not swatch mine in numerical order. So I think it might be interesting to go onto these sheets and do that. But there's the 24 set, which goes with the pastels, the 100, which goes with this big box here, and then the 60. So I'll probably do these off camera, just like to relax one day, but I can do this set with you guys. It shouldn't take too long. So that was the first thing that I noticed when I started working with these, is that they don't have, I'm going to move this real quick. They don't have names to the colors. They have numbers. Much like the Tombow dual tip markers. I'll put this over here. And then this stuff I'll just move to the side here. And that way I can spread these out. And so what I really like about these so far is that because they're watercolor brush pens, I am able to use a water brush and paint with them also, which is really nice. It gives you a little bit more of a subtle color than what it actually is if you were to color or paint with this brush. And then I also like how fine the tip is. Much finer than the Tombow, which is more of a brush tip, marker tip, excuse me. This reminds me of a Micron Pigma archival ink pen, so I really like that. Great for fine details, and I think these are going to work perfectly in my bullet journal setups. So I'm just going to start swatching here. little swatch sheet, and I thought that maybe because it was in numerical order it would also go in some type of a color order, but it doesn't appear like it does that too much. At least to my eye, I would have rearranged some of this, but I think that you could either cut this out and put it into a journal, or you might even be able to wrap it around the container for easy reference. But as far as the numbers go, I don't really think that it would help me, other than if I were to put these in a container in number order. But because I just have them randomly put in the container that they came in, this really isn't going to be too helpful as far as referencing. But I do like how this sheet is provided. And then you could also, like, if you're not going to use this, you could just color the squares, cut the squares out, and then put the squares as like headers in your bullet journal. So I might do that with this, because I don't see myself cutting this out and putting it in my journal since I already swatched them. But that is what I have for you today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this free journaling resource and got to watch me swatch a little bit. So I hope that was relaxing. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!